He is a student at Emory, and he is working with an improv troupe. And he was really excited to come back to Norman since he's been away, and do some stand-up for you guys. So Cole, come on up.
Thank you. It's nice to see so many young Democrats. And thank you. I just want to answer the question that's in all of your heads right now, I know. Why am I wearing this goofy shirt?
Yeah.
Simple. Because I like it. And my mom doesn't. But my mom's not here right now. So as you can tell, this is going to be a crazy 10 minutes. But anyways, as Madison said, I am a comedic arts student up at Emerson College, and so I will try to make you laugh. And it's a small school up there, so for most of the people that I meet, I'm the first person that they've ever met from Oklahoma. Disappointing, I know. And it's crazy, most of them can't even pick out Oklahoma on a map. And neither can I, because I was taught here. But hopefully Jacob will fix that. It's always interesting to see what people think of our state. It's just fascinating to me. And I remember one guy that I met at a party. We were talking and he asked me where I was from, and I told him Oklahoma. And he said, "Oh, yeah, you guys are famous for your red dirt, right?" And I was shocked. I was like, "Yes, we are. I mean, we call them Republicans, but..." I don't necessarily like telling that joke because it implies that I don't like Republicans, which isn't true. I think that there's some bad people within the Republican Party, but it shouldn't necessarily represent all of the Republicans. They have different values, and they're just trying to do what they think is right for this country. Same as Democrats, whereas Democrats, we normally align ourselves with marriage equality, climate change research, separation of church and state. Republicans normally align themselves with smaller government, a flat tax rate, and having sex with an underage male prostitute. For those of you who don't know why everyone laughed, back in March, Oklahoma State Senator Ralph Shorty was caught in Moore, Oklahoma, having sex with a 17-year-old male prostitute. And it's really bad that that's like the bar we have for our politicians. Because inevitably what will happen is whoever they replace him with will be compared to him. And conversations will take place that are like, well, say what you want about the new guy, but at least he doesn't have sex with minors. Like, I think that should be a given. And so I was reading into this guy, and when he was arrested, he was charged with 3 crimes. And that was soliciting prostitution from a minor, transportation of a prostitution, and this is the kicker, engaging in prostitution within 1,000 feet of a church. Because that makes it worse. Like, it's fine if it's 1,004 feet. Just as long as it's outside the Lord's peripherals. He doesn't give a shit. At least that's what our law says. I don't know. Oklahoma laws are weird. Like, sticking with this guy, before he was caught, Ralph Shorty tried to pass a bill into law that would have effectively banned serving and consumption of aborted fetuses in our food. You know, the problem we've been having. And I was surprised because with him being 6'6" and 315 pounds, I thought that's how he accumulated his strength. But it's crazy because this guy actually thought that, like, Planned Parenthood was going to open a restaurant called Panned Parenthood. And customers outside chanting, "Feed us a fetus! Feed us a fetus!" Or at least that's how it went down in my head. Yeah, needless to say, Oklahoma has been known for not good things. Like, another thing that my Boston friends comment upon is my ethnicity, which, for those of you who have been wondering, I am 1/8 Muskogee Creek Indian and 7/8 a cocktail of white. And Oklahoma is, of course, known for Native Americans for reasons. But, and I just want to say that I recognize how not Native American I am. You know, I'm only 1/8 and a whole 7/8 white, but because of my skin tone, people never notice that 7/8 white part of me. They're always like, "Oh, you're Mexican." I'm not. And normally this is no big deal. I mean, I'll just correct them, say I'm Native American. It's fine. I assume white people are German. It evens out. But the worst experience that I've had with this happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma, when I was visiting my grandparents. And for context, my grandfather is half Native American. My father's quarter Native American. So when we're together as a family, it's like a perfect, like, interracial, like, liberal future. It should be on a postcard. And one night we were walking on the sidewalk to this very nice restaurant, and as we were walking, there were these 3 white guys that were walking in the opposite direction. And I was on the end of our walking group, and so they walked right by me. And as they were walking by us, one of them looked at us, and then looked to his buddies and said, "They should go back where they came from." Which is odd, because I mean, they kicked us out of where we came from. I didn't think they wanted us there. But then I realized, oh, he thought that we were Mexican. And then I kind of got angry because, one, that was a very racist thing to say, and 2, that was my first experience with actual racism, and it wasn't even for my own race. What kind of gypped? And I mean, and it, like, ruined the Mexican restaurant we ate at. But I do think that there's, like, a lesson that can be learned from that story, even though I made it up. And that's that none of us really belong in America. Because, I mean, Europeans, they colonized here in, like, the 1500s, and Native Americans, we came here on a land bridge from Asia. And so I think that these misconceptions aren't on the fault of the individual who has them, but they're on the fault of our education system, which has been lacking recently. And that's why I have faith in Jacob that he will bring education to our state and really help out with solving these misconceptions.